What is good, everybody? As you can see here, not the typical video, not the typical start. Also, you can see the money I made this month. I don't have anything. I'm broke, but I don't do it for the money. I do it for the fun. It's a hobby. I like it. I like to do it. Ever since the Grand Fest, I've been thinking about my Splatoon 3 journey because this is the game where I started doing YouTube, of course. And I was like thinking to myself, you know what? I'm gonna be transparent where I actually did start because we're gonna go to my cousin's over here channel. He's older than me. I almost said a little, by 2 months. Oh wow. And you can see here he has the whole entire channel about Splatoon. The first rock paper scissors Splatfest, the one before the whole entire game was released. And I do appear in this video as Het. Right here. This is perfect. Yep, that's me right there. That's me, Het. Short for Hekar. A lot of people give me nicknames. Cool story about my YouTube name. I was trying to go with Head Out. Like you head out, guys. Come on, head out. But then I saw a lot of people had that name as a channel name. So like, okay, I'm gonna do the opposite of out and go with in. So head in. But then that never felt right to me. It never did. So let's just change it. Let's make it very simple. Just call myself back to Het. And then the at me could be something different. I got either my real name, maybe. The one and only. That's a whole joke in school. Back in I was in high school, middle school. I was like, I'm the only person with this name. That's cool. No one else can have my name. I'm gonna beat them up. You know, like little immature stuff I used to say. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. It's funnier. All right, now let's talk over this Splash Mad gameplay about this whole entire journey of Splatoon 3. My cousin is the reason why, he convinced me to do YouTube. I said this a long time ago, and that's why I'm very grateful for my cousin. Made me make this channel and meet a lot of great people, honestly. Always brightening my day seeing you guys' comments, honestly. I love them. And that's the reason why I buy him a lot of gifts, too, for my cousin. And for my little cousins, too. A lot of my family members, my brother. I haven't really spent any of the money channel myself. Besides some, like, hey, like a mic. I bought a mic with that. But yeah, I bought a ticket for Universal Studios for my cousin. So he could come with us. That made him very happy. And yeah, that's the cousin I am. I'm just a lot of giving. That's the type of person I was raised. I see my cousins as siblings most of the time. And I hope to help them out in the future as well. And online, I feel like a lot of people complain about their cousins a lot of the time. Like, they're out to get them. They're their arch nemesis. Competition sometimes, too. And I feel like that's somewhat true for me, especially when I was younger, especially with my older cousins, where they just kick me out or just punch me for some reason. And it's like, I don't really want to do that. I'm not going to follow their footsteps, so I'm going to treat my cousins correctly, Don't learn from people's mistakes or people's bad habits. And that's enough of my cousin now on a little bit of personal life right there. I got to talk about Splatoon 3 because essentially it's over to a lot of people. No more big regular updates anymore. Also, I don't think there'll be third kits. That is technically a regular update. And they usually do have the third kits out before the Final Fest, which is a bummer. But to me, they're just working the fourth game. That's what they're working on right now. Having that prep for 2026 or 2027. Who knows? I don't even know. 3 to 4 years development. But hey, you know something? I can still play Splatoon 3. It's still fun overall. I don't really need third kits to, have fun with it. I still can play with the original kits right here. There's a bunch of kits still. There's still some things I want to improve on, like my splash and picking up other weapons. I like to use all the weapons, of course. And, I just grind all the 5-star weapons, maybe, for every weapon. Probably not for every weapon. Most likely that's going to be forever. It's going to take forever to finish that. And most likely Splatoon 4 will be out before I can even finish that. So, yeah, I'm going to keep playing the game, essentially, and along with other games as well. So don't worry. I'm still going to do Splatoon content, I know a lot of people are probably going to drop the game, though. I'm pretty sure. Because that happened in Splatoon 2, Splatoon 1. Essentially, if a game doesn't get updates, the game, they consider it dead, which is super weird in this gaming generation. To me, that just means the game's complete, But a lot of people's like, no, I need to get constant updates. I blame Fortnite for this, or like all the live service stuff. And no, Splatoon 4 doesn't need to be a live service, free-to-play type of thing. Who spread this, honestly? I didn't like it. When I heard this, this is the most dumbest thing I heard in a while. Why do you guys want that? Why you want to pay for gear, pay for emotes, all that stuff? It was free in Splatoon 1, 2, and 3. I don't get it. Except the, the amiibo stuff. That's a whole entire type of thing. That's a whole voice to life type of stuff, which should have died a long time ago in Skylanders. Like, I don't know. I don't know why they done those amiibos. I don't like amiibos. It's lame to me. And yeah, just no free-to-play service, please no. And I'm pretty sure Nintendo not going to do that besides their mobile division because, that's mobile games in general. This is a console division we're talking about. This, the games they try to sell it complete, at least. If not, they're going to update it later. Yeah, that's a lot of games now, huh? A lot of games like, oh, we'll update it later. Day one patch. No more like complete one launch. That's another problem with the gaming industry now. Anyways, that's enough rambling about that topic. That's not really necessary at the moment. Let's talk about Splatoon 3. What else can I say about it? Oh yeah, this is the first game in the series where I decided to pick up other things besides the shooter. I'm like, hey, now you actually understand how these weapon classes work now. Or how, their weaknesses, their pros. Very fun. Actually, at the end, I actually liked Brella a little bit more because they actually made it a bit better. And like, I actually kind of want to pick this up a little more frequently. I didn't know I had the knack for Brella, honestly. In Splatoon 2, I didn't really like Brella that much. Now I do. I like it a lot more. And Another thing I like about it is actually the lobby system too. I like seeing other people there. I can practice there because you go back to Splatoon 1, Splatoon 2, you don't really have nothing to do there. You just sit there in the waiting room waiting for the match to start, which is kind of boring. You can pull up your phone, which at the same time you can also pull up your phone in Splatoon 3 as well. I see a lot of people standing, but for me, I like to do a little practice sometimes or just mess around, and I like the lobby system for that. Another thing I also like is the Sheldon license. You can actually save some of your Sheldon license to actually buy a gun further leveled up, because you gotta be, there's a level up system. 30 you get this weapon, 35 you get another weapon. You can skip that with a Sheldon license. That's another cool mechanic right there. Good for anyone trying to get their fair weapon from Splatoon 2 or Splatoon 1 back quicker. I also like the Shell machine. In fact, that actually was the first edition they added to, like, hey, finding ways to spend your in-game currency on stuff, like on this Shell machine, leveling up your gear and stuff at the wherever that Harmony works at. I don't remember the name, but yeah, just places to a place to decorate your locker. And that was really great addition, because back in Splatoon 2, everyone was rich. You had too much money, nothing to spend it on. And in Splatoon 3, everyone's broke, which I see as a positive, because at least I have something to spend on and not just having all this cash to do nothing with. We have stuff like decorations for our lockers, badges, titles, banners, stuff to express yourself. I know that Splatoon 2, a lot of people are trying to find ways to express themselves. They make their whole entire personality based on that, their OC, or even make their channel based on that. Me, I don't really care about that stuff. I I see this as a game. I don't really see it as my character or me as my character. But for people who do enjoy that stuff, posting themselves online, making yourself a certain way in the game, it's good for them. It's good for those players. What else? I do like the table turf thing, but I feel like they haven't done that much. That's like one of my I guess criticism. I feel like they actually did more. Wish they could do more of that. At least have it online matchmaking for that, because I think you gotta set up a private lobby for that, which is a little bit extra work to get that going. And Sound I didn't really play that much until the end, until they had the scales, guaranteed scales now. I actually started playing a little bit more Sound, but I know a lot of people say that Sound in Splatoon 3 is a little bit better than Splatoon 2. I play a lot of Sound back in Splatoon 2, so that kind of made me burn out for the third game to play that. And another thing is the challenge mode. I actually do like the challenge mode. The thing is, and here's another gripe as well, is that I didn't really play that much because it was always on a random time. Man, I'm busy in that day. And so I didn't get to play the giant tower mode, the weird curling bomb one, the giant one. I saw that online. I was like, that's really, really interesting right there. But yeah, I didn't get to play a lot of challenge mode. And I hope in Splatoon 4 they actually find a way to make that permanent. An established mode right here. As for the story mode, I like it a lot. I know a lot of people didn't. I know a lot of people are also suggesting that they want an open world Splatoon game. But to me, it's that's not going to be part of the multiplayer. That'd be its own thing, its own standalone game, and also a spin-off. But the story mode we did get, it's just an expanded version of Octo Expansion. Better hub areas. You can actually explore a little stuff right there. You got Callie traveling with you as well, saying some funny stuff, giving you good, funny advice. And then obviously trying to complete the story of the first 3 games. Now with Mr. Grizz, being an actual bear, which is very funny. I don't know. That's just very funny seeing people's reactions, because a lot of people were saying there's no mammals in the Splatoon world. It turns out there is. For the multiplayer, I like them too. This is actually the first time I actually rarely play any Turf War. And the past 2 games, I play a lot more Turf War. This game, I barely touched it, only during Splatfest, which is whatever. I like the ranked modes a bit more. I like a lot more diversity. Too bad, I always wanted an extra mode, but I guess the 4 we do have is okay. I'm gonna talk in the multiplayer in the most normal way possible. Screw the casual term or competitive term. Who cares? It's just multiplayer, And I do like how they made it more easy to team up with your friends. No more hey, there's a chance of you not teaming up with your friend at all. Now you can actually make your own group, which is cool. And also in Anarchy Open or series, you can pair up with other people there too. In series specifically, you can stay as a team, which is really cool. I get a lot more funny matchmaking because of it, which a lot of people do complain about that. Oh, this is bad matchmaking. Me, I don't care. I'm only here for fun most of the time, except when I'm in rank X. I'm right there. I'm trying to win. And no, I'm actually kidding. I'm still there for fun. I'm not going to talk about the maps or the kits or the, bad internet. There's enough people talking about that. I don't really want to spread more negativity. In fact, this game has been a lot more negative. I don't know. In general, the gaming space in general is just more negative. Oh, there's no more games to play, or these games suck, That's how it is right now. That's my thoughts, my raw thoughts on Splatoon 3. I give it an 8.9, maybe 8.7. Yeah, 8.7. Let's go with that. Good. Good overall. I mean, to be fair, most of these games I'm always going to buy. Splatoon 4 I'm going to buy. Splatoon 5 I'm going to buy. I'm not going to buy any of these games. I got to buy them. I got to play what's new. It's like the Call of Duty syndrome. I got to buy what's new. Oh, yeah, I forgot to talk about the Grand Fest. Yeah, the Grand Fest was fun. I played a bit of it, 3 to 4 hours of it. But I had more fun watching people, live streamed it. Watching the concerts, all the little secret details. Yeah, it was fun. And it turns out my team ended up winning Team Pass, which I guess I'll talk a little bit Splatoon 4 stuff. I'll say that for another video, things I want for Splatoon 4 or wishes. But from my like what I see is most likely they're not gonna remove any content. I feel like they're gonna find a way to make playable Octoling still. And also the weapon classes like dualies that were introduced in Splatoon 2 or like the Splatana introduced in Splatoon 3. I feel like they're gonna find a way to add that or like a weird, funny excuse to have that in the prequel or like this. Maybe it is not a prequel. Maybe it's not set in the Great Turf War. I don't know. We don't know. You know, maybe they have a whole entire time machine concept going on. Like we went back in time, and then but the multiplayer is in the modern time. I don't know. There's tons of ways the developers can approach this, but personally, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people also agree, we want to see the next game be set in the Great Turf War. I want to see Cuttlefish Young fighting against Octavio or maybe some other bad villain. And then I want to see little kid Calamari. I want to see Sheldon's dad. And I want to see new idol groups because most likely Calamari too young to perform. Some old school people, and they gotta explain why they're not there in the first game. You know, the first game, second game, third game. And those are my hopes. And also those are my thoughts about Splatoon 3 overall. Some personal things about me and some things about the future. I'm gonna let the rest of this video, the rest of the match play out. But yeah, that's everything I want to say. Just goodbye, bye, and take care.